It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the Rams' second-year linebacker, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Rams and the Niners on Thursday night primetime.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we're on to week 2 in the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt. Now in year number 6.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Throwing on first down. Elam finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Looking to throw on second down. Elam. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Elam. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. First down, Los Angeles, though, to pick up the 14 yards. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
On the move to his left. He finds his man complete. That's Murray. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Davis. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Rams have got it back.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
On 3rd down, Elam. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the 1st as the tackle is made at the 33. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Losers in the season opener on Sunday. They get that quick turnaround 96 hours later. Here we go. They're back at it. And I've got to think, especially early in the year, that's a good thing for these guys, is it not?
It absolutely is, and we've seen it many times demonstrated over the years. Teams have a rough opening game, have to play the Thursday game. That quick turnaround allows them to go ahead and throw the other game out, focus on the new one, and typically they play much better in game 2, so I would agree with you totally on that.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle to Davis. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Conley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Inside give to Davis. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. The Niners had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They'll run forward with Davis, and he will have the 1st before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. 2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are back within a score.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, it's just the way the schedule lines up, because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season, or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
on 1st and 10. Elam. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Off the bootleg. Elam out to his left. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Elam. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Elam. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. But first, the NFL season is in full swing. Let's show the good folks what we've got in store for us later this weekend here in Week 2. Good games galore in that Sunday lineup. We'll highlight the one going on in Atlanta. A big one for the Falcons as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. And lastly, Sunday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Buffalo Bills.
On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trail by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
So here are the Rams to take over. They picked up the win last week over the Washington Commanders and are in a good spot to earn another one as they start this next series.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Off play action. Elam under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack it for a loss of 9. So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff to Davis. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Caught here by Conley. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Second and 5. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. On 2nd down, Davis. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll look to throw here. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Elam. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit, too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Operating from the gun, Elam. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. To throw on 3rd down. Elam, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's a throw that's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Looking to throw. Elam. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, Elam. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They begin with a run by Davis. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that. And
it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it and find the proper hole and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnston. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A 1st down carry for Davis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go again with Davis. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. Davis, he'll try to run for it.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a give to Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On the run, it's Davis. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Up the middle they go. Conley. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown. It's a 7-point lead here in the final minute of the game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Trailing 17-10, and time, a huge factor. They've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for San Francisco, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for L.A., they will fall to 1-1.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.